Hey everyone, it's SJ, and today I'm so excited to bring you the Fallout Collector Booster Box. You know that a set this good is going to have one of my not-so-world-famous cinematic intros, so I hope you enjoyed it. This is Magic's Universes Beyond version of one of my absolute favorite IPs, Fallout. I pre-ordered this box back in November for $209, but now these are selling for almost $400, so that's a price that I'll try to beat during the opening. Before we get into this incredible opening, let's take a look at the cards we want to pull. This is a huge set with over 1,000 cards to do all the variations. However, all of the base Fallout cards can be obtained by buying the Commander sets. That being said, the biggest chase in this set is the serialized bobbleheads. These are pretty rare, but any one of these would essentially pay for the box. We also have Pip-Boy alternate art cards, which are Commander cards and cards that are not included in the Commander set like Tarmogoyf. At the top of the screen is the Surge Foil price, and these Surge Foils are a really big hit. Lastly, the Vault Boy variations are so awesome, and they include big reprints like Ravages of War and Wasteland, so any of these would be fantastic to pull. Alright, that's enough of an overview. Let's start opening. These are some of the best collector boosters ever printed. They are pretty much all reprints and variations of new cards without the common bulk you normally get. These have 15 cards and a token, and at the end of the pack is where you get the big hit. However, there are tons of valuable cards throughout, thanks to the generous placement of Surge Foils and extended arts. You'll end up seeing tons of different Fallout games in these cards, and they're done very, very well. A lot of these cards are new cards that are introduced in Commander, but quite a few of them are reskins, so a card that already exists just with different art, and they did such a good job with this set. The flavor is on point, and the cards just look great, fantastic art. Initially, I wasn't a huge fan of the idea of Universes Beyond, especially with introducing new cards. However, with Warhammer and now Fallout, they've been treating these IPs with respect and doing a fantastic job. And quite frankly, if they continue to do this, I don't really have much of a problem introducing new IPs into Magic every now and then. Let's not get crazy, Wizards. Speaking of crazy, at $400 a box, I'm not quite sure how worthwhile these are. I got mine back in November, as I mentioned earlier, for $209. I figured, you know what, I'm going to buy this set anyway. I love this IP. Why not just buy it? So I pre-ordered it, and turns out that was a great idea. Now I wish I pre-ordered more. They've introduced a lot of new cards like Over Encumbered, but they also have great reprints in here like Sol Ring, so they've really knocked it out of the park. They've included some valuable reprints like Ravages of War, which has never had a reprint other than a Judge promo. So lots of good cards in here. It's just that the price has gotten a little out of control, unfortunately. So if you do end up getting this for $400, you are taking a pretty big gamble. But let's see how the rest of the opening goes. Right now we're covering a lot of the Surge Foils, and you can see that even some of the less valuable cards have a couple dollars worth of value. Now we go into the Pip-Boy alternate art version, which is a reskin of Gemrazor. And here we have our very first Vault Boy alternate art. This card is beautiful. I really want to collect them all, even though I know that's probably not a great idea. Vault Boy is such an iconic character, and I just think it's so well done in this card version, and it's for some really playable cards as well, so I may end up buying them. I'm really happy they included all the different Deathclaw variations. The Deathclaw is one of my favorite monsters in Fallout. They're so strong, and I loved hunting them. The first time I saw one in New Vegas, I instantly died. So I really just want to build a Deathclaw deck, make it modern legal. I'll buy playsets of all of the different variations. It's not going to be very good, but it should be fun to play. There's another great reprint, Lightning Greaves in a Surge Foil version. That's a $10 uncommon. And here we have another fantastic Crucible of Worlds in the Vault Boy. And here we have a Surge Foil of Kaiser, a fantastic card. This is, when I first checked, it was $100. It's dropped down to about $64, but still a get the sleeve candidate, which rarely happens in Magic the Gathering product. Very happy to pull this. Very big pull. So, great start. These are going for $35 a pack, and we're 3 packs in now. We're going on to our 4th pack. This is a fantastic place to be at $200, almost profit within the first 3 packs. That's pretty crazy. Seeing 3Dog Galaxy News DJ reminded me that I really wanted to include some of the songs from Fallout New Vegas and Fallout 3. I loved some of those songs, walking around the Capitol and Mojave Wastelands and hearing Big Iron, or some of the other ones like, Not Setting the World on Fire. Some very classic songs. Unfortunately, they're all copyrighted, so didn't want to risk the copyright strike, but missed opportunity there. Oh well. Also, this is a good example of a weaker pack with only about $20 worth of value. In addition, these packs tend to be super annoying to edit because it's usually a whole bunch of $2 cards, which anytime you see a price tag come up, that is a manual process. Fortunately, I've automated the whole process of getting all the prices, but I still have to manually enter every single price in here and have it pop up. So seeing those packs is just not fun. Everyone loves the big hits. Seeing the constant $2, although it does add to the profit, is just such an annoying thing to edit. I think Casualties of War, this art is my absolute favorite art in the whole entire set. It's so poignant, but also shows the instantaneous destruction that happens from nuclear war, and it's just a really well done piece of art. Really like it. So just to give you some insight into my opening process, I typically research all the big cards in a set, all the chases, but mid-tier cards like Contaminated Drink that we just passed, I don't really look at those prices too often. So sometimes I'll skip over a $10 card and just kind of pass right through it. That's typically why. I just can't memorize all those prices. Speaking of which, this $25 card, had no idea that extended art foil was so valuable, just ran right through it. But I did end up on the Intelligence Bobblehead Surge foil, which is such a beautiful card. Unfortunately not a serialized version, but at a $30 card, that's a really, really good pool. So we're now a little over halfway through this opening. What do you think of this product so far? Do you think this is a good Fallout product? Do you think it taints Magic? What do you think of Universes Beyond? Let me know in the comments below, because I'm actually quite curious. I think it's a pretty polarizing topic. Some people love it, some people hate it, a lot of people just don't care either way. So it's kind of interesting to see people's opinions on it. My current stance is that I actually enjoy Universes Beyond, since it brings in new players and gets people excited about Magic the Gathering. Quite frankly, I've been way more excited about this set than any other recent set. I actually just skipped over Karlov Manor because it just didn't appeal to me, and I'd rather keep $200 than spend it on a bunch of bulk. But as long as they minimize power creep, do a great job with the flavor and respect the IP, and continue to do a good mix of new cards as well as mixing in art from the IP for reprints and doing reskins, I'm totally fine with it. However, it already seems in typical Wizards fashion that they're going to take a good idea, overdo it, and then run it into the ground. It sounds like they've already announced that they're going to take one Magic set a year, drop it, and then replace it with a Universes Beyond set. Quite frankly, I think that's too much. Please don't do that, Wizards. You're going to take a pretty cool idea and make people tired of it real quick. I will say one possible downside of the set from a collector's perspective is the size of it. There's well over 1,000 cards, and as someone who always appreciated making complete sets of my favorite sets, it's almost impossible to complete this. It's estimated to be around $5,000 without serialized cards, and it just doesn't seem like that's worth it. So unfortunately, I won't be collecting this set entirely. Maybe I'll collect like the first 300 cards and ignore the Surge foils, but I do miss the days when you can just collect sets and maybe open a couple booster boxes, trade for them, whatever, and have a complete set relatively easily. These new sets, they're just too much. Way too many cards to inventory, and it just gets challenging over time. Alright, on to the last pack. Let's rub our Vault Boy for luck. Hopefully, we get a serialized card. We still have yet to open one on this channel, so it'd be awesome to get one, but if not, we're still well above profit, so anything is good. Well, this was one incredible box. Even at $400 a box, this was a very healthy profit. We did get a couple big Surge foil hits like Kaiser and the Intelligence Bobblehead, but there were so many $5 to $10 cards that it really added up. In all honesty, I was expecting this to be worse than a session with Fisto.
Yes, sir. Fisto reporting for duty. Please assume the position.
But this was excellent. This was a fantastic product, extremely well designed and executed, and big props to Wizards on an excellent Fallout set. That being said, at $400 a box, I would actually recommend not buying this unless you're just a huge Fallout fan. This easily could have been a dud box, and a better approach is just to buy the Commander set with Fallout cards you're looking for, or just buy singles because you could get all the base Vault Boy cards for less than a booster box. Anyway, if you like this video, then please like and subscribe because I always appreciate the support, and this did take a fair amount of effort to make. Let me know what you thought of the intro as well. As always, thank you for watching.